Is anybody particular that you've watched, like popular wise, maybe Kobe himself or anybody else that you like to watch and maybe take a piece of their game?
I like the way like Ja Morant plays.
Okay.
Like he drives, he can attack, he sees the court. I like the way he like Chris Paul. I like those type of guys. Trey Young. Trey Young
Okay.
sees the floor pretty good. I like the way they play.
They do see the floor. Welcome back to the Beard Bros podcast. Like, subscribe, comment. Today we got a hooper from Goddard. What's your name, man?
My name is Brandon Montanez. I'm a senior at Goddard High School.
Hell yeah, man. Nice. How'd that start?
I've always been around basketball like ever since I was little. My dad, he was the head coach at multiple schools, but whenever I was born, he was the head coach at Goddard, and I've been around him. He stopped coaching around like 2005, I think, 2005, 2006, and then from there he just started developing my game, and then trying to get into exposure from there.
Oh, yeah. Nice, man. What position do you play?
I'm a point guard.
Okay.
Yes,
Did you start out as a point guard from the get-go?
From the get, I was when I was little, I was one of the taller kids, but I still was running the point guard position, and kids started catching up to me, and then sooner or later I was like towards the bottom of height, and then 8th grade summer I grew 5 inches.
So
damn.
Then,
yeah, so then from there I finally got like a good height to be a point guard, and went from there.
where do you sit at now? What's your height?
I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot
6
right
foot even? Nice, man.
now. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man.
6 foot.
Were you guys were in the process of playing state before all this stuff happened, right?
Yes. Well, we were supposed to get guaranteed seating. That was probably gonna be lower because at the start of the season we were playing the top 5A schools versus the class above us. So we had a tough schedule at the beginning, and then so our record was kind of down. We hung with them every game that we lost was like within 5 to 8 with those big schools like Clovis and Atrisco and all them. So later in the season it was our last district game against Lovington, the district tournament, and then I got hurt at the end of the first quarter, and I didn't get to go back in because I had a fractured my hip bone back here. I had a hairline fracture, so I couldn't go in. But other than that, when we lost that game, it was a very slim chance of us getting into the playoffs.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, the 4th place team beat the 1st place, which Lovington beat Portales, us, and then Artesia for the championship, and they're in last place in our district.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
really?
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, the underdog.
Yeah,
the underdog coming through.
Yeah.
Dang. So what happened exactly? Do you recall that play that you got?
Yeah. There was a fast break. I went to take a charge. When I took a charge, he hit me pretty hard, like on the top of like my body, and like it kind of lifted me off the ground, and I didn't fall like I usually fall on charges, and I just hit right on that bone, that little thing. Yeah, so.
Dang it, man.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a tough way, and I guess that's presumably for now your last go around, huh?
Well, I'm positive I'm gonna play. I've gotten.
I meant as far as high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. They finished the state tournament and stuff.
Okay, so that's all squared away then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You made all 4A, right?
Yes, sir. I made all districts. I'm waiting for the all state right now, and just getting offers, right? Sending my stuff out to coaches.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Where are you trying to play at?
I'm getting looked at by NIMI and then University of the Southwest,
Okay.
Northern University, and then I'm trying to contact like Adams State and all them and some Colorado schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, best of luck on that part.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody looks at you and says, hey, we can bring this guy and utilize him. And
Yeah, I go on a visit on February 11th to the University of Southwest.
February 11th? Like
Yeah.
in a year?
No, or not February.
I was like, dang, you gonna wait all year?
May 11th.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you're going where to visit?
University of Southwest.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Do you have any thought into what maybe you might major in as far as schooling goes?
I want to go like into like the real estate stuff.
Okay.
So I'm probably just gonna get like a basic business degree
Okay.
and like stats and stuff like that, just to get like. But yeah.
That's cool, man. And you've been hooping. Is ball your only sport?
I used to play football till I pulled my groin. So then that was my 8th grade year. So once I did that, it was pretty serious. My dad was like, "Let's just focus." I was doing basketball and baseball, and then I stopped my junior year baseball, and then my senior year was just strictly. I was supposed to do track. The track coach wanted me to go to track, but ever since the coronavirus stuff and it got canceled. So.
Damn.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's a serious note right now. Especially because school's out. What are you doing with your off time, man?
Right now, putting in huddle films, some highlights, and then like towards the end of the night, like in the evening, like right about now, I'd be going to the gym with my dad or this guy I work out with, is Chase Salazar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he played at Goddard. That's who I work out with too. But right now he's over in Mexico right now.
Okay.
So.
And he's a baller too, man.
He goes over everywhere.
Yeah. Is he your age?
He's a little bit older. He's like 26.
Okay, so him and Ryan Montoya used to hoop all the time together. So that's how I know them. That's cool, man. What's something that he's taught you that maybe you haven't learned before?
He's really just really understand the game, break down the game, situations, when to how to read the court. Well, I was good at reading the court, but he helped me understand little specific things to look at, to read, and stuff like that, which helped my game a lot.
That makes sense. When he played high school, that was his thing. He wasn't really a scorer. He was more of a general on the court.
Yeah.
He was pretty good at it.
He was quick too.
Yeah, he was really, really good at that.
That's what's up, man.
Then scoring became one of his things out of high school, and he just became a really good scorer. That's crazy that he's teaching you. That's pretty sick.
That is cool, man. I like seeing people mentor the young youth because I don't know, man. You guys are our futures, whether it is in sports or business or medicine or whatever you guys end up determining your future. I love seeing the elders that, I know is like, hey, here's a couple tools that I can lend you that can help you with your own game. And I'm sure furthermore, even in your life in general. So you said your dad's a coach. Is he hard on you?
Yeah, at times, yeah. Especially this year, it was pretty tough. I was the only returning senior that was on the starting 5. We lost everybody.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, he kind of... There was points in the beginning of the season, and we would get mad at each other. We'd argue, and then after games, I'd get home from the bus. We'd go straight to the gym. We'd go over stuff that I was doing wrong and things like that.
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty dope.
That's pretty good.
I mean, I know it's probably hard for you to see it like that. You're probably like, damn, man, I'm tired, or I don't want to be getting yelled at. But who used to do that?
The dude for Oklahoma, the quarterback, used to go to the gym after every game. What's his name? The quarterback for Oklahoma.
Brandon Whedon?
No,
Kyler Murray?
The recent one.
Kyler Murray.
No, the recent dude that just played this year. What's his name?
For Oklahoma? Oh, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, he used to go to the gym.
Really?
Every game, he would just go to work out or run or do something.
I was thinking, because I watched that 30 for 30, and don't let him be. I mean, maybe he is your role model, but Dennis Rodman used to hoop, play a game, and then he'd go hit the gym right after.
Right.
And I mean, off-court issues we won't talk about, but on-court, he was a baller, man. Yeah. He was a baller. So there's respect there for people that can put in the work and Drew Brees, I think, does that too.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, your dad's probably onto something. I mean, there's a lot to learn from that. What is something he knocks you for a little bit, and then give me something he knows that you're flourishing on?
My outside game, when to pull it, he gets mad when I have more open shots and I don't take them that are pretty obvious. But I mean, I see him too sometimes. But me and him, we worked a lot on through my driving, finishing, my bunnies, and then my free throws. He knows I was ranked 13th in the nation on my free throws.
Wow! Congrats on that. Yeah, I think that's one of the best things.
I had a homie that was 15th or 13th or something like that too. Matt, he was
ranked
in the nation for free throws. He was one of the best.
Wow. I think free throws are one of like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot to the game, but free throws, I think, are super important.
Right, especially towards the end of the game when they're fouling.
Exactly, man. If you can draw a foul at the end of the game, especially if you're down, you're getting free points, no clock. You know, you're setting your team up way better. That's why I knock Antetokounmpo. I mean, I'm sorry if you can't knock a free throw down. That's not good.
There's
You might be
there's
big.
a lot of players that can't hit free. Like LeBron's only like a 73% career. I mean,
What was your percentage? Do you know?
89, 88, 89.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
It's like every 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Can't beat that, man. What are you super proud of yourself on? What's something you'd look at and you're like, I know I got that under locks. Your handles, maybe your jimmies, finishing, defense.
Probably my finishing and like making moves and getting to the rim.
Okay.
Yeah, well, me and my dad worked a lot on that, and Chase too. He's helped me a lot in that type of stuff.
That's good, man.
so, yeah.
That's just something. You got any? I always ask this to like the athlete people. You got any like superstitions? You wear like certain socks or chew gum?
Probably my shoes. I have the Kobe 9 Legacy ones, the high tops.
Okay.
I wear those. Yeah, I wear those every game. I tried like the PGs, the new PGs that came out. That was our team shoe.
Yeah.
I didn't like them. I dislocated my ankle my sophomore year, and those PGs were like mid top, so I don't really trust them. I had to wrap my ankles. I didn't like it, but when I put those like the Kobe 9s, those high tops, those are my favorite shoes.
You ever hooped in KDs? KDs are like one of the top shoes that I like. I think hoop, but I like KDs for comfort wise.
Yeah, my 7th grade year, I hooped in some KDs, and then 8th grade year is when I got some Kobe's, the Kobe 10s, and then after that it was pretty much Kobe's. I had Hyper Dunks last year, but
no, I don't do that.
Yeah,
the durability of those are just
those are our team shoes. So.
I feel you.
Yeah. So I'm assuming they don't require you to wear them.
Well, yeah, they do. Our coach does. He wanted us to look the same, but after our first game this year in Alamogordo, like I did a little like I stopped real hard and my feet just like slid from under me and like my shoes even left like marks on the floor. And after that, he was like, go put on those other. And I was like, all right.
Cool.
And after that, I got to wear them.
Oh yeah.
I think in general, I think anybody should wear whatever. I get the uniform kind of part about it, but man, I feel like comfortability is because that shoe isn't for everybody.
Right.
I don't care what it is, if it's hooping shoes or casual shoes or any shoe. Not every shoe is for every person, and I think, like you said, if you're comfortable in those shoes, if you're gonna perform better and feel confident in those kicks, then yeah, you got the uniform on.
Right.
Yeah. Not knocking the coaches. I'm just saying. I think it's just something.
Especially when you have people like PJ Tucker in the league just switching out every other day with some heat. You just want to just match up with them. Sometimes you want to put some heat on.
That's true too. That is true. You could hoop in whatever you like.
Yeah, so it's like that's.
Is anybody particular that you've watched like popular wise, maybe Kobe himself or anybody else that you like to watch and maybe take a piece of their game?
I like the way like Ja Morant plays.
Okay.
Like he drives, he can attack, he sees the court. I like the way he like Chris Paul. I like those type of guys. Trae Young sees the floor pretty good. I like the way they play.
They do see the floor very good. Trae Young I like him because he throws that little bit of flavor in his game. Like whenever he tried to what is it called?
Nutmeg.
Yeah.
Nutmeg. Trevor Ariza.
Yeah.
And that was
crazy.
nah.
People still praise Chris Paul for his like ability. Like Chris Paul is like a legend.
Bro, he's one of the best.
Even with his age, it's not even. He still sees the game. He just knows the game. That's what makes him the best. Is that he has like that extra step because of his knowledge.
That's very true, man. No, all three of them. Morant, I mean, he's still young. He's got a lot, but I think he's got, to me, a higher ceiling than like Zion.
Right.
I think out of the two, I'd rather have Morant than Zion at this moment.
Yeah.
Now maybe later on it changes, but can you dunk?
I can.
Dang.
I got 3 in this season in games. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I think that's the one thing not very many people can do.
Nah, hell no.
Like,
not a lot.
you could eliminate probably more than 50%. probably 70% of people can't dunk.
Right.
Even tall people that are really tall just can't get off the floor and
Right.
dunk.
I had a couple homies that were like 6'3", 6'4" when I was in high school.
Mm.
They couldn't dunk. They were really good shooters. They just couldn't. They didn't have enough bounce to get up and dunk.
When was the first time you dunked?
Probably the start of my junior year.
Okay.
Like sophomore, freshman, I was grabbing the rim. I was going to grab my freshman, and then sophomore, I was like hanging. And then junior year is when like I tried to do like a little alley oop, and I got it, and I was like, oh dang, like.
Nice.
And I did this jumping workout with this Coach Hill. I did it with him and like my cousin and some other kids, but we did this jumping program, and it helped a lot. It increased my vertical by 6.9 inches or something.
Damn,
Yeah.
boy.
It helped a lot.
Shout out Coach Hill.
Yeah.
For real, whoever that guy is, he needs to get in there and start teaching his regimen.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I want to know, how serious are you about basketball?
I want to pursue in it. I do, but I'm just trying to see what the road's taking right now. Cause right now this is the school I'm looking at. It's a D2. It's kind of a smaller, but I'm gonna see if I could transfer out of there. See if I go a little bit bigger.
Are you doing anything like right now to maybe put you over the top? I heard you're editing some highlights for yourself or something?
That, emailing coaches and stuff, receiving them, and then I'm on a AAU team.
Okay.
A Las Cruces team. Okay. So here pretty soon we're gonna start doing those tournaments, and then that has exposure. There's a lot of coaches, and then showcases are coming up. I've gone to like the top 100 in Mexico showcase, and then this select one in Colorado, which is they take the top players in California, New Mexico, Utah, Oklahoma, and somewhere else, and like there was like 40 or 50 something coaches. I played in front of like all of them because like I was in the topper classes like with the teams. So like I played in front of like the UNM coach, the UCF coach, the UCLA coach was there.
Wow.
Yeah, and there was some big schools there watching.
Dang, that's freaking badass, man.
Yeah.
That's super dope, man, because not a lot of people get that privilege, you know what I mean? And it's a privilege in the state that you're that good.
Right.
That's cool, man. I like to see how people do you take maybe even like your eating habits serious?
At points, yes. Chicken and stuff like that, salad, just like balancing stuff out. I had this with my homie, he's a football player, he just committed to UNM.
Okay.
And like he always like gives me like stuff that he's eating. Obviously we can't eat the same because he's a lineman, but like he gives me like stuff like to eat that like maintain stuff. So
that's good, man.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, we've always kind of wondered that aspect of it. Is like it'd be cool if they were a nutritionist for the school. Yeah. Like that, as far as athletes go, like have somebody there like, hey, if you're that interested in being committed, come see him or her and break you down.
Like those serious athletes that are yeah, I agree.
Because nowadays, you know, like with like lifting weights and stuff, you know, or even doing cardio drills and stuff like that, it's down to a science. So being able to just eat right would benefit you even more.
Getting that mass gain and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. I just think being able to give you guys every opportunity to become the best would benefit you guys in the long run. Because you said you made a growth spurt in what, 8th grade?
8th grade summer, going into freshman year.
With that, I mean, think about, I'm not saying don't be a kid, eat pizza, eat some nachos, whatever, but staying on that P's and Q's regimen of like, hey man, let's eat 4 times a day, you know, eat this. I don't know. I just think it'd be better. And even for the school itself, you know, you're full of athletes.
Because like if you go to like obviously like Oak Hill, they're gonna have you on a different eating plan than the rest of the school that's going there. You know what I mean? They're not gonna let you just eat fried chicken and like boiled or grilled, whatever, like anything like that. They're gonna give you like this regimen that like the athletes. Obviously, like Carmelo came out of there, and a lot of other players.
Right.
So they're going to feed them a little bit better and make sure they're up to par with the athletes that are already in the NBA and the NFL and this and that. If we started doing something like that, we'll have more athletes that come out.
That is true, man. No, I it's cool, man. It's cool to see the youngsters. I like seeing you guys, whether it's hooping, football, whatever, man. Even school, just down to the school part. I mean, I like seeing you guys, y'all's journey there. You know what I mean? Like it seems. Have you been a starter? How long have you been a varsity starter?
I was on varsity my freshman year, and I started on varsity the last 4 games.
Oh wow!
And then from that, but then my sophomore year, second game of the season, that's whenever I dislocated my ankle, and then I partially tore my Achilles, and I was out for the season.
Oh
yeah.
Damn! Really?
Yeah.
He knows that.
Yeah, I've ruptured my Achilles before, and it's not.
Oh my god, it burns.
It hurts so bad.
It burns.
I don't remember it burning.
Mine did bad.
But I remember the sound. To me, it sounded like a gunshot.
It makes that weird pop.
Yeah. Pop, and I thought I broke my leg. You said you dislocated your foot?
Yeah, I picked up my foot. I mean, that thing was just hanging off, and I was just like, that's when like the trainer was like, you're pale, like this is bad. She's like, you broke, and I was like, oh, that's not make anything any better.
Oh, for real. Don't tell me I broke it.
Yeah, I was like, dang.
Yeah, when I ruptured, I thought I broke it, which I don't know. People say you're lucky you didn't break it.
I think you'd probably been better off breaking
it. That's what this physical therapist I went to, because like all my tendons and stuff were like all stretched out instead of being like tight where they're supposed to, and they're like, probably would have been better if you broke it. And the guy that did like the MRIs and stuff, he even said it would probably been better if you broke it.
Yeah, because I think that's like an 8-week healing process, 8 to 10 week or 12-week process compared to like 8 to 9 months or something like that. So, no, I know that feeling, man. That's.
Damn. You said the 4th game of the season?
Second game.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was the tournament too. Yeah.
Dang it. How many games do you guys play?
20, around 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. That's a pretty good size of games because the college you usually play about 30.
Is it tiresome, like the season?
There's some like because this year we had like a lot of tournaments. We had like four tournaments, and those back-to-back games were just like, my knees, my ankles, yeah. It was. I was like so sore. I was just like, dang, I just gotta take some. I was like overdosing with ibuprofen, trying to get that soreness out. But yeah.
What is your like after game like routine? What do you do? Like, do you ice bath?
When we come, like especially when we're out of town, I will usually go back, and then we'll have practice that next game or that next day after school, like before school, after school, and I'll go in during like the lunch or like the basketball period, and then I'll usually take my ice bath and then do stretches with our physical or our athletic trainer, and then get me right, just get the treatment that I needed. And
oh, not bad.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. What is you practice with your dad, right?
Yes, sir.
What's some of that look like? Is it similar to just your regular day practice with the team, with your coaches, or is it?
Not really. Cause that's more like teams. Me and him work on like individual like play. So like, we'll do a lot of shooting stuff.
Okay.
We'll have like little dummies out. He'll have me do stuff with them, and then he'll have me do like fast break situations. He'll have me do like a different shot every time, ball handling drills and stuff like that.
Huh. That's pretty good. Yeah, individual would probably be better.
If you could describe your game, how do you like how is your game? Are you just straight attack right off? Or are you looking for like your teammates to eat them up? Or
I'm more of a driver, so like I'll get like that high post, and then if you're not coming up to guard me, I'm gonna like shoot that little mid range or a 3. But if you come up, I'm just gonna like blow past you, lay it up, or dish it off or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You like pick and roll or you like ISO?
I like both, but pick and roll is like one of my favorite.
There you go. Involve a teammate. Yeah. Maybe get an assist. Easy bucket.
His players were Chris Paul, John Moran, and Trae Young. They are all pick and roll players.
That is true. No, I mean, how do you Do you enjoy today's game a little bit more than I don't know how much you've watched maybe older people, even like maybe Jordan play and stuff compared to today? Like a lot of people think inheriting the 3-pointer is the key to success as a baller. Is that part of your game too?
I mean, it is a game changer because, like, let's say you're going like a pick and roll, they go under the screen, instead of going to get a mid range, or back then they were shooting a 3 and it's really still a 2. You could have done a high percentage shot mid range, but it's still worth the same. And like now, I could change games where if you get fouled, it's a 4-point play. If you're shooting a 3, it's a game changer, big time.
Yeah, because a lot of people I feel like today they're trying to manifest a pure 3-point shot. Yeah. You know, they see Curry, they see all these players. Like it's important. Like LeBron's team, all they want for LeBron now is shooters. You need somebody he can dish to and spot up and shoot. You know, the more shooters, the better.
Makes sense because even Shaq's son shoots now in UCLA. I think he transferred to LSU, but he's just a shooter too. He's like 6'9", 6'10", shooter.
And that's the thing too, is the bigger you are, it's not so much bully ball anymore.
Right. It's harder to guard. The game's evolving. How you have 7-footers shooting the 3 now.
Yes.
Like instead of having help side, you could cheat because like the 7-footer can't shoot. Now you have to go out and cover the 7-footer, which opens up like layups and stuff and more options.
Yeah, because the mid range, the only person I know that really utilizes that a lot, and probably more than the 3-pointer, is Kawhi.
Right.
Yeah, but he's out the door. But yeah, right, you're right. But I see Kawhi. He's never really KD. But it's like that's a loss. It's like I'd rather try to get a 2 at the basket or just shoot the 3 because it's that extra point.
Right.
It's just I don't know. I think the mid range is wide open for somebody to take it.
Yeah, like he said, if they don't come up, he's shooting the mid range. The mid range is open most of the time. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because think about it. If I'm shooting, like 56% from right there, that's not bad compared to like 40-something% from the 3-point line.
Right.
I'm hitting the 3 every often shot, but if I'm hitting more consistently from that mid range, I think that's a give me almost. It's almost like a layup nowadays.
Especially how open you get.
I just hopefully you get in, man. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see you hooping somewhere. I like to see all these little youngsters hooping or balling somewhere,
even if
man.
It's Nimi, I've seen a couple of Bronx High guys go to Nimi.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, I mean, Nimi's not a bad choice neither.
Yeah, they expose you too. They'll get you.
They'll get you somewhere. They'll help you out. I think Nimi wouldn't be too bad, but like if you get somewhere else, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Hopefully, wherever you want, man. Where like you said, you're just letting the road pave itself for yourself or your future, and I think that's a good way of doing it, man. So right now, you got time off. You've been on for a week for spring break. You got 2 more weeks off that we know of. Are you chilling? Are you just hooping all day?
Not all day. Usually I'll be gaming at night. I'm not gonna lie. I'll game with all my homies, and then wake up, do some like those huddle highlights, spend some time with fam, and then towards the evening, I'll start. I'll go to the gym, do my little workout that I have, my little ball handling and ropes and stuff, and then my dad will come and we'll finish it off from there. We'll get out like at 10:30, 11.
Oh, dang. So you're going pretty late, huh?
Yeah. I mean, there's times when my dad will go like at 10, and we'll get out like at 12:31. Yeah.
Dang. That's dedication, though, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know anybody as young as you dedicating.
I was gonna say nah.
Not like that, though.
That looks like a Chase kind of thing. He used to do that, like.
Yeah, he'd be hooping with the car lights if he had to.
His workouts are no joke. Like when me and him go, like we'll go. There was one time we went for like 4.5 hours, just nonstop. Yeah, and like it was intense. I had to guard him. He had to guard me. It was crazy. Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Good repertoire, though.
Yeah.
I've always thought like throwing you in the fire with older people.
Right.
That builds that tenacity of you know what? He might be older and he might be a little bit bigger or whatever the case is, but you have to learn how to hold your own.
Right.
And that goes a long way, man.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like these showcases, select showcases I'm going to, and like Chase, like I've already seen the best. You know what I mean? Like I've gone against the best, and like when I see like the point guards that I have to like go against, it's just like I'm not like
You're not intimidated.
Yeah, like
you're
I got
ready.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Like that. He's just going in there ready to bust their ass.
Yeah.
I'm coming in to
That's-
just hoop. Yeah.
There you go. That's what I like to see, man. You could always tell when someone's a little timid. You know,
Right.
like it's not. I think nerves are always a part of anything, but it's like it's how you deal with them from the get go. It's like that moment the ball tips off or whatever. It's like okay, like it's just normal now.
Yeah.
That's how I mean. It's been like that for me forever too. It's like beginning I got a little nerves, but then it's like I've done this 1,000 times already. It's everyday repetition. That's cool, man. Nah, I think it's good that you're working with Chase because, like he mentioned, and I've seen as well, he knows what he's doing.
Right.
You know, he's not played. You know, he plays for Mexico, right?
Right.
But didn't he play for Puerto Rico too at some point?
Something like that.
Yeah, like he's played other people that have been ballers too,
Right,
man.
yeah.
So he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico's one of like big, like pretty good competition over there too. It's not like it's this weak league. It's kind of good. It's not
And that's the cool thing too is hooping is global.
yeah.
You know, so you give yourself a lot more opportunity to, like, even if, like, let's just say you don't get into the NBA, there's G League. If you get in G League, people get looked at there, and then maybe NBA is there. You know what I mean?
Even
Like
overseas, like you can get looked at anywhere. There's scouts
exactly,
everywhere.
man. Like there's so much opportunity for hoop.
Yeah. Like, no, I don't like to bring him up all the time, but LaMelo Ball, like he's playing in Lithuania, Australia.
Right.
16-year-old kid playing with 30-year-old
Grown ass man.
Yeah, it's like that's not. I mean, I don't know how good it's gonna be for him. We haven't seen yet, but it's an opportunity people take.
No, and look, he had his growth spurt too, and I'm
Right,
sure you
yeah.
could still possibly get a bit bigger, and you know that's just the way it works. Like I think we talked about it. I think until you're about 24 for males,
Yeah.
that's when you stop growing. So you still got what a good 6 years or so, 6-7 years. You're good, man. Like I say eat right, eat a little good, but enjoy yourself as well. Be a
Right.
kid. I mean,
Yeah.
how was your senior year?
It was long. It was tough, but it was fun. My team, they had me as the go-to guy for scoring. I was averaging
Nice.
20 points. I was selected as one of the top kids in Mexico on the Mexico Preps. I had a 40-point game against Lovington. So yeah, that was pretty.
That's what's
pretty
up,
cool,
man. Always getting recognized for stuff is always a good little like incentive. You know what I mean?
Right.
What matters to you more? Is it the offensive end or the defensive end?
They both mean just as much. Like
Okay.
you gotta possessions. Those are big during games, especially when they're going against a good team. You gotta score after possessions. You gotta take away their possessions. That's how you win games. Who has more possessions with the ball? Who scores more with the ball? Things like that.
Yep, I agree. I what do you get more joy on? Either breaking someone down on the offensive side, or maybe just not allowing the guy to just do anything on you.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, if you were to ask my coach, it would be defense, that defensive stop. But that breaking down, give him the shakes and stuff, and that brings some energy to me too, though. But stopping the ball, making it like diving on the floor or something, or tie up. Like you even look at film like from us playing, like you see the bench, like our bench is going crazy, especially on our defensive stops and stuff like that. It brings a lot of energy to like our team.
Yeah, because now that I'm thinking about it, you took a charge. You said your sophomore year, or no, it was this year.
Oh yeah, it was this year.
I mean that. Not many people have the guts to do that.
Yeah.
You know, like it's hard to stand in front of somebody and just let them kind of run over you intentionally. Like it's not fun, but that's the grind.
Yeah.
Is taking a charge kind of hard?
I mean, you just gotta learn how to fall, how to sell it. Cause like me, that last charge, he kind of like dipped his shoulder and kind of lifted me off the ground. That's how I usually just like I let him hit me and like I'll go with the contact.
Yeah, like slap.
Yeah, and like I'll push back and like, but this one he kind of lifted me up, which kind of like threw me off, and that's when I just landed right on that bone. And I was just like, oh, yeah.
It's always the ones you don't think much of. It's like it's hits you from nowhere, and it's like
Yeah.
But it happens. You'll bounce back. It sounds like you're doing everything still.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to get that. It's a little sore, but it should be gone here in no time.
Yeah. Just keep working, man. Keep putting up the shots, doing the drills. There was something I was gonna ask. I spaced out though.
How do you feel about prom? It might be canceled.
Oh my god. I mean, our teachers are still going on as if it's like we're doing all our online stuff. We have like Google Classroom and stuff like that, so we're still doing all of our assignments. I mean, I'm pretty hurt about the prom stuff and like the senior skip days and all that kind of stuff, and messing like the prank day. But I was just like, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Cause like they're saying like it might even go longer than this 3 weeks.
Yeah, so that's the assumption right now is there's no real true timetable, and we're not really sure where it's gonna go from here. And I guess that's been one of the bigger questions is about the students and stuff. Yeah. But it sounds like they got you guys working y'all stuff still, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming graduation is still on schedule.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. That graduation is still on schedule, but I don't know about people going to the graduation. That's the thing. The other thing I'm kind of worried about is like when we walk and stuff, if they're gonna let people in.
That was my question. It's gonna be 2 questions, but I guess 1 question. How would you feel if you were one of the athletes that, let's say, sports will eventually come back eventually. Even if it's, let's just worst case scenario, a year from now.
Right.
And would you feel comfortable playing with no fans?
I mean, it wouldn't faze me, but like the state tournament, those seniors, they were in the state championship. They won the state championship, and they like their parents weren't even there like to celebrate or to watch. They had to watch online, so I'd be kind of hurt about that. Little stuff, yeah, little stuff like that. But I mean, I've gone to like elite camps at UNM when the pit was empty, and we're going like top players in the state going up and down the court. So I mean, it was kind of weird. It felt like you're in a dream, kind of like the lights were just like on you and everything else was just black.
Damn.
Yeah. It's like practice, basically.
Yeah, that's a good perspective. I think that was a good way of putting it. It's like a dream.
Yeah.
I could now envision that moment of just nobody around. It would be a little strange, just all these seats and not a single soul.
What about graduation? If you had to graduate with no audience.
Well, I mean, I think at that point you got to take into perspective of a couple things, because if they're, I don't know if you know the number exactly of how many people might graduate with you guys, but usually it's a few hundred, a couple hundred people. So you're already breaking the rule there. If you, you're at a couple hundred, you might as well allow the parents to be, if they're comfortable. I guess that's what, I don't know. It's just about what you prefer. That's tough, man. That's gotta. It is legendary though, because you're part of a class that nobody's ever experienced anything like this.
It's gonna be a story to tell whenever.
Yeah. Have you? Y'all, I'm assuming y'all done senior pictures and everything. Right?
Yeah, I've done mine.
What was your senior quote?
I don't know. Me and my dad. It was a pretty funny one, bro. I'm trying to think of it.
It'd been funny if it hadn't happened yet, and then you guys get to do it now.
Oh yeah, that would have been.
Everybody, I think, would have brought up Corona.
Yeah.
If you could change it, just change it to "Welcome back to the Beard Bros podcast." That'd be lit.
That would be cool if someone does that someday.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
But I'm not gonna hold my breath. That's too funny. No, did this? Since we're on the topic, did this put a hold on anything particular? Like, were you, like, let's just say in the next 3 weeks, were you planning on doing something that maybe this has prevented you from doing?
I mean, I was supposed to go to a concert with all like my homies, but we weren't even able to go anyways. But that would have been one thing. Yeah, it would have for sure been called off. So.
Yeah, man, it's just
shout out to Post Malone. People did a show. Jaime was there at the
in Denver.
In Denver, yeah, Post Malone concert.
That's I don't know, man. Are you working with anybody else other than just you and your pops and Chase? Like, is it one of your teammates or someone in town?
I mean, me and he was he got MVP last year. Jonah Chavez, he's my cousin. I mean, we work out sometimes. He's 5'6", so he's pretty, but he's quick. He's quick. So he's hooping at Nimi right now.
Oh, okay.
So me and him work out every now and then. And then my assistant coach, we usually do some workouts, but we haven't done one in a long time. But that's another one.
Where do you guys work out? At the school?
At Goddard, right?
Okay.
Yeah, because my dad's the assistant athletic director.
Oh, wow.
And he taught at Goddard for, I don't know how many years, like 20 or something, or something like that. It was long, 16. And he coached there, so he knew everybody already. He was assistant principal, and then now he's over there, so he has the keys to get up there, so me and him go up there, whether it's with Coach Messis, the head coach. We go in there and do drills and stuff, but... yeah.
Do you work more on your cardio than your like getting like bigger? Not so much swole, but I would assume put on a little.
Yeah, right. Well, because that's one thing. Like with basketball players, like you don't see. That's why Zion's so different. Like he's just so much. But like in basketball, like you just run so much, you can't keep on weight. Like I said, like that my homie that just committed to UNM for football. He was a big boy. He was almost 300. And he was our post, and just from practice and stuff, he lost some weight. You could tell he slimmed down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so then now he's trying to get all that weight back, but...
dang.
Yeah, that's a big thing, though, like, with your weight, but your cardio, like, who could last longer up and down the court, you know? But, yeah.
Nah, there's... yeah, that does make sense as far as the cardio goes and slimming down. I guess it would be hard to keep weight on, huh?
Yeah,
because you are constantly running. Were y'all more of a fast break, pressing? Okay.
Who's y'all's coach?
Coach Mestis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh,
I think I know him. Yeah, I think I know him too.
He coached at Hagerman for a while. He has 2 state championships over there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's what's up, man. Well, I mean, I hope you get into college, man. Whatever one you're eyeing particularly, I hope they accept you. I hope they're like, hey, he's got potential on the court and off the court, because I think that's important. I think a lot of people don't develop that perspective. It's not so much your talent and skills on the court, right, man. It's how you hold yourself up when no one's looking.
Yeah, right.
And so I think you sound like you're a smart kid, good head on your shoulders. Pops that seems to care a lot about your game, but as you as a person, other people guiding you, it sounds like you got a good support group, man. And I like to see that as much as anyone else, dude. And as much success as you've already gotten, I hope it just continues down that road, man. I hope hopefully you someday get to go to a D1 and win a national championship.
Yeah,
that would be sick, man. Is there a D1 you would like to play at someday, maybe?
I mean, any D1, honestly, but yeah.
That would be cool, man. I mean, hey, you never know.
Yeah.
You can go to North Carolina. That's my squad. I'll definitely root for you. No, but, I mean, what else you got going on? Summer? You have any plans for the summer?
Probably not. Just hang out with family and stuff, and... I think we're supposed to go to California, but for our summer little vacation, but I don't know how that would go now.
Yeah, I think everything's put on hold.
Coronavirus got everybody.
It's crazy.
On lockdown.
Everybody's all scared.
I'm not going to California. I'm good. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't think anyone is going to be going anywhere anyways. I think they're going to start locking down, like, borders and whatnot.
Yeah, flights and stuff.
Well, the flights are done. You can't fly nowhere. Donald just cut off Canada and all flights from out of the country. So you're not
You ain't
going nowhere that far. You could drive somewhere, but
eventually they're gonna be like,
yeah, eventually you're gonna not be able to drive anywhere.
yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
So, well, damn, that sucks about prom. I just started thinking about that too, man. Senior prom.
Senior prom.
Did you go last year?
I went last year and my freshman year, but now my sophomore.
Did you win? What is it, prom king?
Yeah.
No, not last year. Because the prom king, that's just for seniors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah. So I was probably gonna go for it this year, but
Okay.
yeah.
Dang,
So they
man.
have like different things for every class, like freshmen. Well, freshmen can't go to prom,
Freshmen and sophomores is like more homecoming.
Yeah.
huh? Okay.
And then you have prom. But I mean, if you're asked to prom by like a senior or
Mhm.
junior, you could go.
Oh, okay.
So that's how that works.
Yeah.
I was invited too.
I was like, I never went to prom, so I don't know how that works.
But I don't know. That sucks. Maybe they'll do something if things are to go as planned. I guess in 3 weeks they'll
Yeah.
figure something out. Maybe
Hopefully.
your student body can put together something.
Just invite like 80 of your homies and like 80 of the girls and just do it.
Yeah,
backyard, bro.
for
Just-
real.
just-
I mean, it's not the worst idea. I don't know.
have
It
fun
just
at your
sucks
crib.
because everything's like put on hold right now for y'all seniors. And I
Yeah,
guess it's not
crazy.
y'all's fault or anyone else's fault. It's just it's unfortunate.
2020 hit us hard, bro.
It ain't want us to have fun this year. It ain't our
Nah.
year.
Nah, it really isn't, man. It's kind of scary in a way to think of like how much stuff is just going on right now. Like everything you watch is Corona.
Everywhere.
You can't avoid it.
I don't know, but will you keep grinding, man? We appreciate you coming on today.
Yeah.
Keep
Thank you for having
working
me on.
hard, working with your pops. Shout out Chase. Keep guiding the boy, doing your own thing. I'm sure you're still balling and hooping yourself.
Keep him in your prayers since he's in Mexico. You know
Yeah.
if he could come back or not.
That's very true, man. And I mean, you guys out there be safe too. You know, like obviously.
Social distance yourself.
Right.
Yep.
For real.
As much as it might suck, think of it this way. It's better to do it now with no true repercussions than to do it later when it's almost too late.
Right.
So just be safe. Everybody's family stays safe. I mean, try to do your best and not hoarding everything. Try to share a little bit if you can. I know not everybody can, but I mean, until next time. Oh, before we end the video, please like the video and subscribe to the video. And when do you think you're gonna have your highlight video? Are you gonna post that anywhere?
I'm gonna post it on Twitter.
Okay. What's your Twitter handle?
That's what I'm about to make one here pretty soon. I've never
Okay.
had Twitter, but this college coach, he said that he wanted me to make one, so I have to start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whenever he gets it, we'll go like that page or whatever and share it. And you guys go follow him on Twitter.
Twitter's badass, by the way.
Yeah, Twitter is the
My
go.
favorite app.
So you guys have a blessed day. Stay safe. Till next time with the Beard Bros. Peace.
It was